You know, it's very interesting, especially after just listening to Representative Gonzalez. Why healthy and vaccinated Americans have often been subjected to lockdowns and mask mandates, disease and drugs are knowingly and willingly allowed by the Biden administration to freely cross our borders. 20,000 apprehended just last week. I will say I give the medical personnel at the border a shout out for doing the best that they very well can. And if you look at Border Patrol that are becoming social workers and healthcare providers, they're doing the best that they can. But testing is erratic for COVID. You may have some that get tested by Border Patrol, but only if you have symptoms. You may have some that get tested by HHS. You may have some that get tested by ICE. There's no coordination, no set of rules, no guidelines per se. The testing is scattered. And the only place that people coming through have an option of a vaccine is with ICE. And they don't have to take it, of course. That's the only place it's offered. How are we keeping America healthy? This is not the way. We subject our people to so many things through this, often willingly because we're trying to do what's best for the country and our health. Yet that's being completely ignored at the border. We've been blessed in this country with Operation Warp Speed and a vaccine in record time, not just one, but 3. This is unprecedented. As one of the chairs of the Doctors Caucus, we're so proud of this moment and what was accomplished to have a safe and effective vaccine. And we see that it's effective. But I will tell you that we've known from the beginning, from the initial trials, that some people, even vaccinated, can get COVID. But the data is showing you're less likely to get hospitalized. And it's very unlikely that you will die if you've been vaccinated. But one of the things that we are missing under this administration and the efforts is therapeutics, treatments for those that get COVID. Treatments are what got us through HIV. Treatments will also be a key part of what we can do in America to end this scourge. And it's being ignored. As a Doctors Caucus, we've done public service announcements about the vaccine. Talk to your doctor. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your family. Do what's best for your community. We know that vaccines work. We've taken the vaccine as members of the Doctors Caucus. But look today what we're getting with politicization of healthcare and science. We're being asked to follow CDC guidelines here. And the CDC guidelines and mask mandates that are being inflicted on the House of Representatives doesn't match the guidelines for DC. Look at you. You're not wearing masks because DC is not requiring it because of the CDC guidelines, yet that somehow is being ignored once you walk into this side of the building. We are getting CDC guidelines that are based on unpublished studies with no peer review from foreign countries that weren't even using our vaccine, so how can that be legitimate? I'm sorry, folks. As a doctor, it is not legitimate. And I hope that when you talk to your doctor, that they are giving you the best advice based on known data, based on peer-reviewed data, as opposed to what is happening here in Washington. And I just want to finish with this message for the American people. As we saw Joe Biden and Kamala Harris berate the vaccine until they got elected, I just want to tell you, if you're relying on Facebook or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris for your medical advice, you're going to the wrong place. So understand what's taking place here, how science is being politicized, and understand that we are going to fight that, and especially proud as members of the Doctors Caucus to try and deliver appropriate advice and appropriate data to the American people and let the decisions be made by you. At this time, I'd like to introduce my friend Nicole Maliatakis from New York.
Thank you, Brad. We talked about the